Hello, 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 and welcome to Larger Curves today. Thank you for coming through. Make sure you smash the like button and smash the subscribe button on your way in. If you haven't already, hit that bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video over here on Larger Curves. Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm not liking this background, so wait just a second. I'll just stay like that because I didn't do my background and stuff today, y'all. I didn't do my background. Anyway, so you guys know why we're here. I wanted to talk about BravoCon. I saw they had the best time at BravoCon this weekend. And you know, I already did my review for Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine. I did a live reaction review, and of course, I got a copyright warning because freaking I used too much of their sound. So I have to chop it up, mix it up. But hopefully, the people who were here and got to see it got to hear what I had to say. So I didn't want to go backwards. I only want to go forwards. And in going forwards, I decided that, hey, let me just talk about the what's happening on um, BravoCon. So let's just jump in. I was waiting for some people to come, but whoever's here is supposed to be here, and whoever's not here is not supposed to be here. Let me see. Settings. I'm really going to try to change this virtual background. Virtual background. Let me put me in. Ooh, what's this one? Let's try that. There. Okay. This is my shine on freaking background drop. So we'll talk about it like this. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. I have my allegedly banner up. I have that up. This reel actually has some music. Let's make it, I think I want me like this. There. Okay. So I put together this little reel of things that I found on Instagram and posted on social medias about just different highlights on the show. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I don't know. Let me see real fast. Let me see if you can hear me. Let me see. Oh, so much is happening in the news. I'll have to come back and do a thing about that. But in the meantime, let's just make sure. Let's come back and do a thing about that. Okay, awesome. But there. In the meantime, oh, right on. Just make sure. Let's come back and do a thing about that. Okay, I can hear me. I can hear me. That means somebody else can hear me too. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about BravoCon. Let's get this reel started. So this year's BravoCon was long-awaited event, okay? And we're just going to play the reel and I'll talk over it. So one of the stories that came out this weekend was, of course, that Ashley Darby said that Monique Samuels told her right before the BravoCon that her and Chris were taking a break, right? And all of us in these YouTube streets and social media, no way. Thank you, Terry, for oh my God. Thank you, Terry, for being here. I appreciate you. I'm in here to talk about BravoCon today, as you know. And so, oh, I didn't want to share it again anyway. I didn't want to share it again anyway. Thanks for being here, Terry. Right on. Right on. Okay. So, oh, and Black Lavender's in the house. No way. Thanks for being here. So this first slide, oh, you're hearing me fine? Right on. Okay, so this first slide is because Ashley Darby, Monique Samuels, Real Housewives of Potomac, if you don't know, check it out. It's a Bravo show. And Monique went from Potomac to OWN. Okay, so that's a whole thing. And if you don't know, then you might remember that Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels used to always experience marital stuff, on the show. And it seemed like a seasonal thing. And so as soon as I heard that they were supposedly getting divorced, I was like, oh, they need a storyline because from what I understand, allegedly, Love and Marriage DC just started filming again, and she's a part of that cast. So of course, to me, it all made perfect sense that it's for storyline and to get us chattering about stuff, right? Yes, the way the crowd booed Lisa was awesome. So Ashley had to tell us what Monique told her because it was part of the setup, y'all. It was part of the setup.
Yeah.
It was part of the setup.
Ashley, you want to go first?
Well, I had lunch
But
with
here,
Monique
listen what she
actually last Tuesday. And she's doing okay. She's got some life changes, like all of us. So she's doing well.
So I was at this event downtown DC.
So this is Giselle speaking.
She told me about this.
So it was Woman the King. Woman.
With the Woman King, yes, the movie.
Woman King.
Go see it, everybody.
Yes, and I was on the red carpet answering the questions from the press, and next to me was Viola Davis, yes, the Queen. So lo and behold, Miss Monique Samuels comes down, and she thought she was going to get on the red carpet and answer some questions, and they escorted her right on off the carpet.
No way. Now, when I heard this story, y'all know that Giselle loves Tim Bellish, just like she did on this week's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac when she tried to act like Candace's husband was coming for her goodie pack. And we know he's not interested in her goodies. But in her mind, she decided to repeat it like it was true. So I could see her telling this story like it's true. But we're going to keep on listening because Monique had some clap back, okay?
Is it because she's no longer a housewife? She's no longer part of Potomac? I don't know.
She's on the radio. She's on a very popular radio station.
That did not give her the credibility.
6 to 10 in DC.
Oh, Ashley, you want to go first?
Well,
the credibility.
6 to 10 in DC.
So, but she has her own show, but no shade to her. God bless her. And I feel like right now in her life is where she's supposed to be. The credibility.
6 to 10 in DC.
So, but she has her own show, but no shade to her. God
bless
bless her. And I feel like right now in her life.
And our panel when you said
I could have been anything. She could have been getting a new hairstyle. Life changes.
How is she doing?
She seems to be good. They're just taking a break.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're
take a break.
Okay, so after hearing that, like many other people, I was like, okay, Ashley was fed this information because, of course, Monique isn't invited to BravoCon, and she was having FOMO, so she needed to stay in everybody's, minds. So she put this to the press, to me. Or else, why would you have mentioned it? Why would you have said anything if you didn't want it out there? But then Monique followed it up last night with a live on her Tea by Monique channel over here in the YouTube streets, where she was like, oh, the nerve of everybody thinking that me and him got divorced when we didn't never say that we got divorced. And I'm just like, well, you shouldn't have fed the story out. And we weren't excited that you were freaking getting divorced, but a lot of people felt like it was storyline-ish. Now, I'm all about hashtag Black love. I feel like Black love is a form of a revolution in this world that hates Black people so much. So if you're Black, hang on to that Black love and keep on doing your best to love and show the world that love exists in Blackness also, right? And so I didn't feel like we were really attacking their marriage or being happy for that situation. Not at all. But in her defense of spilling the story and then having people run away with it like they were going to do, it's just like, Monique, you need to girl, don't use this for a storyline if you don't want people speculating about the health of your marriage. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Now, that's all I'm saying. Let's keep going. So, yeah, multiple people and sources. People even ran with the story. That's one other little thing, you guys. People ran with the story. And People magazine ran with the story that Chris and Monique Samuels were getting divorced. And they called her publicist, allegedly, in her live. This is what she said, that allegedly people's called her publicist and was like, is this true? And her publicist said, no, this is not true. And the people at People said, well, we're going to run the story anyway. And that is unethical. If you're a news source, like it's supposed to be People, and you have the vetting sources, then you need to vet stuff and don't just run stories just because it's salacious. So People can kick rocks with that alleged behavior.
Monique Samuels, how you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. I'm so excited to be here.
You can see here that Monique is actually being interviewed on the red carpet, the same red carpet for the movie that Giselle said she wasn't going to get interviewed for. So there's the proof right there. Giselle didn't know what she was talking about. She embellished the story. She just feels like moving her lips and letting things come out, whether or not it's true. Oh, I wonder, does she work for People? Anyway, let's keep going.
Well, how does it feel to be here on the red carpet supporting Miss David, this amazing cast, this epic film? How does it feel?
It's about damn time.
Monique Samuels, how you doing?
So you see there, she was
got back from hiking all day. It was beautiful.
She was obviously interviewed on the red carpet at the Woman King, contrary to Giselle's story that she was not and that she was asked to leave. So, okay. And now this right here is a clip of Monique's response to her leaking the story that her and Chris were living in separate houses and going through things. So this is her response on her Instagram. Watch this.
In the Shenandoah.
She said she was hiking in the Shenandoah.
And y'all, Chris, what you got to say about this?
Shop me leave.
Shop me leave. Shop me leave, man. Shop me leave.
Just got back from hiking all day.
Me being escorted off the red
is.
carpet or something like that at the Woman King premiere. And I got this in bites. So this was what was sent to me.
Lo and behold, Miss Monique Samuels comes down and she thought she was going to get on the red carpet and answer some questions, and they escorted her right on off the carpet.
Didn't look like that happened to me.
I didn't get escorted off the red carpet. I did interviews as well. I was waiting for her next to get off the carpet with those big cankles. I think somebody had to escort those cankles off the carpet. So I was waiting for her to dismiss herself so then I could proceed on.
That's sometimes how you see better.
Wrinkle Neck didn't even stay for the movie. She left. So she came there, got on the red carpet and did whatever she did, stunk up the whole place with them cankles, and then didn't even stay for the movie. You know?
I didn't even know cankles stunk, but I know Giselle's attitude stinks.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So that was that little piece about Monique and Giselle and whether or not Chris and Monique are separating or getting a divorce. No, they are not getting a divorce. Per her live yesterday with Chris, they decided to live in separate houses for some time so that they could get those, oh, I'm important, you're important, we're two separate people, and bring back together a new person. So, but they're still together. So that's what happens though when you leak stories. You can't always control what everybody's going to think and say. This was funny. This list right here, you guys see this list. This is Tamra Judge. Now, Tamra Judge, whether you love her or hate her, she will give you what you need, okay? She's kind of like Lisa Rinna without being so outright evil, but she's definitely a pop star over in the Real Housewives of Orange County. And this is her ideal ultimate girls trip. If she was hosting, she would have her, Lisa Rinna, Kathy Hilton, Lisa Vanderpump, Denise Richards, and Brandy Glanville come through. Sounds like she needs Lisa to get handled to me. That's what that sounds like. I don't know. So I thought that was hilarious. Okay. Hilarious. Because she needs it. Okay. This right here, I picked up because they asked Garcelle at BravoCon what she would have liked different at the reunion. And this is her talking about that. I wish I had gotten some compassion from the other women. We all wish you got some compassion from the other women. It really pissed me off that Kyle immediately went to protect Diana. Okay, so Garcelle was saying that she wished she would have got more compassion from the other ladies. And I mentioned that in my review of that thing, was that how not near one of those hoes reached over to try to console her when she started crying. But let one of them hoes start crying and they get tissues, pats, stand-ups, go hugs, all kind of stuff. But when Garcelle emotes, she just needs to go over there and emote, you know? Because obviously she's a strong Black woman. Anyway, when people are emoting around you across the board, try to show compassion is what my takeaway from that is. Okay? Tamara didn't have Vicky on her list. Yeah, and I'm not surprised. Vicky is a troll. Vicky's a troll. She always ruins Tamara's fun. They're like good for some, but not good for all. You know what I mean? Tamara knows what side her bread is buttered on, and it's not the Vicky side, okay? Also, Garcelle just said that she was pissed that Kyle immediately stuck up for Diana, as were we all. I mean, her English is fine when she's telling people, do you need a new villain? She knows exactly what villain means, doesn't she? Do you need a new villain? Here I am. And now that you're the new villain, everybody needs to explain that you don't understand English, even though you've been here for 20 years running organizations and doing all of that stuff and having philanthropy, but you all of a sudden don't know English when it comes to dealing with Black people. I call bullshit. Okay? Because there, you can't tell me that somebody of that much money, that much stature, hasn't taken it upon herself to go learn the language of the country that she's a refugee in. Okay? Okay? You can't use the language barrier excuse 20 years after you've been in this country. I don't care. I don't care. I call bullshit. You knew what you were saying, you knew how you were acting, and you know what you did, dirty lip licking Diana, and that's why you got what you got, allegedly. I'm curious, Daisy, yeah, I mean, there were a couple of things. I mean, I wish I had gotten some compassion from the other women. I'm telling you, we see, and we saw. Okay.
Sheree's new boyfriend.
Oh my gosh. This was hilarious to me, you guys. So, also at BravoCon, they asked all the ladies of Real Housewives of Atlanta what they think about Martell, Sheree's new boo. And when I do boo like this, it's because he's on another show still trying to get with his ex-wife, allegedly, along with his coleslaw side chick, along with some other chicks that came out of the woodwork talking about, oh, Martell is all over us too. But because he loves the spotlight and he wants to be as popular as his ex-wife, Melody, he needed somebody who was up kind of on Melody's level. Now, Melody is singing. She has businesses that actually have products on a website that works. And she has a show that she's been the headliner for since its inception. So when it comes to a comparison between Sheree and Melody Shari Holt, in my opinion, there's a comparison, yes, but it's I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a comparison, yes, but he still missed the mark in going with Sheree. Okay. He should have stayed his community peen ass at home with his wife, and none of this would have even ever happened. That now you have to scurry after every starlet you see, trying to get at her so you can get camera time somewhere in the universe because the people on your show aren't shooting with you because of your antics, Martell Holt, allegedly. So when they asked everybody on that show what they felt about Sheree and Martell Holt, this is the responses. Okay, let's go back right here, right there. No, right there. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna see what Kenya had to say.
Sheree's new boyfriend.
You know what? That's the first time I've been asked that question. I want Sheree to be happy. Yeah, I want her to pick better. I think she's a good pick, but I don't think she's a good picker.
And you're filming now. I mean, what's filming been like so far?
Started off with a bang. Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that?
No, I wasn't.
How's Sheree's new man?
Honey.
Oh?
Didn't I tell you that the first week started off with a bang? Okay. They told me I couldn't give you any secrets, but I'll say that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Oh.
How are things with the new relationship?
I am having a good time. I'm just, we enjoy each other. I'm, dating, and I don't take anything too, right now, I just got out of a relationship, so I'm just kind of taking things one day.
Let's see. Terry says Kate Hudson and Owen in a movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think this might have been 9 days. That is hilarious. Yeah, that Kate Hudson, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's a good movie. Yeah, Sheree, she has a history of picking knuckleheads, knothead fools that don't want to pay her what she's due in divorce. And then she has to allegedly beg, borrow, and steal to get Chateau Sheree finished. And now that it's finished, she's like, she was dating a guy from jail. Lady, you're on an entire show, and the only person you thought that was suitable for a relationship with you was in a jail cell. There wasn't nobody outside the jail that was in your DMs. There wasn't nobody that was like at the freaking grocery store. Some ladies go to grocery stores to meet people. They go to church to meet people. They go, to the gym to meet people. But Sheree was looking through the freaking who's in the county jail. Like, that's like, I don't know. That screams low self-esteem to me. When you're an entire established grown woman and the only thing you see fit to date is in jail. I don't know, but that's what Sheree did. So like Kenya said, she's a good pick, but she doesn't pick good men, in my opinion, allegedly.
At a time. I spoke to Candy and Kenya. I hate to cause some drama, but it doesn't seem like they're big fans of the new man.
Which is so funny because they don't know him. But, but no one was a big fan of Todd either when he first.
And Sheree didn't even have to say that. Nobody even cares about freaking Todd and Candy. We already talked about that. We're talking about you and you picking knothead fools in jail, and now notorious cheaters with multiple girlfriends after he cheats on pregnant wives during COVID. So your track record, you need to stick to your own tracking, okay? Because they're not the same type of dude. Okay.
Just came on, was he?
but you're happy. You're in a good place.
I am. I'm in a good place, and it's so funny that you say Kenya because every time she would text me or I would talk to her, she's asking about him. So then to get where she is now and some things that happen is kind of crazy to me. But hopefully everything can be worked out.
Now, allegedly, Martell tried to get at Kenya first. She passed on his cheating ass, and Sheree said yes to the date, and that's how he ended up on the show with Sheree. So that may or may not have happened because it's all allegedly, and it may or may not play out on the show. We'll have to see. But let's see what, I didn't like Sanya Richardson as an addition to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know. She said she used to have her own reality show. I think she needs to go back to her own reality show because she's not, I don't know. She just doesn't fit, Plus, you could tell she just moved there to get on the show because her house didn't even have freaking hardware in it yet, which also triggers me because allegedly Remy Ma was considered for New York Housewives and they did not let her go on the show because she didn't live in the city. But they allow certain people to move to cities so that they can be on shows. So do you have to be from the city that the show is the title of? I don't think so, because the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the only one that lived in Beverly Hills, from my understanding, was Lisa Vanderpump. From the Real Housewives of Potomac, the only person that just got back into the Potomac zip code is Karen Huger and now Charisse. From the Real Housewives of Atlanta, allegedly, all of those ladies live on the outskirts of Atlanta and not in the city of Atlanta, other than maybe Candy. On the Real Housewives of New York, didn't freaking Luann live in the Hamptons for an entire thing, and she was renting an apartment in New York so she could be on the show? So they have to be more consistent in how they pick people to be on the show, because I feel like Remy Ma would have gave those heifers something to run for. And yeah, anyway, but let's get back to Sanya Richardson, who she's going to be back on Atlanta. But like I said, she should have her own show again because she's too confrontational and flip-floppy and always reaching for manufactured moments for me. But I'm not here to do a review of that. We have a lot more.
What do you think of Sheree's new boyfriend?
Hey, well, so listen, I got to have dinner with them. I actually like them together. I know that there's a lot going on, and of course, we all know a lot about Martell because he was on television as well. But when I'm with them, it feels very real. It feels like there's a lot of I know she's just having fun. She's like, listen, I'm not looking for a husband, but so I like their energy together.
Yeah,
but
maybe
we'll see.
It doesn't seem like Candy and Kenya are fans.
What did they say? Tell me the tea.
They just
No.
Maybe that's what it is, Terry.
We have to wait.
What do you think of Sheree's new man?
Oh, I have not met him.
And I don't know if you watch Atlanta, but on Atlanta, Sanya and this lady Drew aren't getting along. And I think Drew brought Sanya on. So it's that classic, you bring somebody on and they turn on you to try to take your peach, your diamond, your snowflake, your apple, your freaking whatever it is that you got. They trying to take that stuff, okay? You invite a friend on and you either have to attack them or they end up attacking you. I call it the Lisa Rinna.
So we'll see. I mean, I know of him. I'm actually friends with his ex-wife. So I don't know what that's going to be like, Ralph and Martell actually talk. They were friends before. So this is going to be a lot of connections. It's going to be a lot. I feel like this season. It's already a lot.
It's already a lot.
What do you think about Sheree's new boyfriend?
This was hilarious to me, you guys. I'm going to mute it right now because I don't own the rights to that music. But see how sexy Ashley is? Hey, look at Robin. I cried laughing, you guys. Every time I see Robin just flop over, I'm like, uh-oh, no wonder. Ladies, try to keep it limber a little bit. But that is not sex appeal at all, Robin. She needs to take a yoga class. She needs a sexy, Watch this. Watch this. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was hilarious to me. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious to me. Oh, let's turn it back up. That was hilarious.
Excuse me.
Allegedly, maybe he is just like the neighborhood. He's taking up a beautiful neighborhood. Right, Terry? Allegedly. Now, some of these stills, I was just going through.
We can't do the shit we could. We go to the club, a strip club, we throw bread.
I'm not watching it. But I was going through the different Instagrams that I, follow, and watching all the Bravo celebrities that I love meet each other. It was so awesome. So some of these are some of our favorites, meeting each other for the first time. And Kathy Hilton are meeting each other over
It was a great moment. We had a lot of fun. Super fun. And then hit the fan.
So this is Tamra and Shannon from Real Housewives of Real Housewives of Orange County, talking about something that happened during the season. And Shannon is not owning up to it. And Tamra is definitely an own it type of girl, blow you out of the water, I'm telling everything you just said type of girl. And so she says in another interview later that they're just agreeing to disagree at this point. And but this is a little part of it.
It was not more than this is on my plane. It was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. No, but Shannon had a meltdown that day, I never melted.
She had a meltdown.
I got a little upset. It was a meltdown. We're going to a meltdown. We're going to a meltdown. So you felt like the Tracy and you guys kind of got back together? Not really. Okay. I mean, it was a great moment. We had a lot of fun. Super fun. And then hit the fan.
Mary! That's what I need on my screen again. I need Mary. Okay, so Terry, I appreciate that statement because we're all going through it on different a lot of our favorite shows. The ladies, they haven't really evolved, or they're just stuck in how they used to act or whatever. So I can see not wanting to watch or being not interested in watching some of our favorite ladies so much anymore. Like is New Jersey, Teresa might be an icon. If you're a tree hugger, don't come over here talking to me crazy, because I hug trees too, the ones with bark, okay, and leaves, okay, the ones that give me oxygen so I can breathe, okay, but I'm not a Teresa Giudice hugger, or what's her new last name? I don't even know. But oh my God, Erin is in the house. What you say? Erin is in the house. Erin, I love you, girl. Yes, Erin is here. Oh my gosh. And Royer popped in. Thank you, Royer. Yay. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Yes, they did try, right? They tried. But I used to like the ladies on a lot of the shows. But now they just kind of grate me the wrong way sometimes. Like, I'm just like, really, you're still exactly the same 12 years later. Like, even I'm trying to evolve over the course of a year, right? So when I get on see these shows and these ladies are doing the same high school antics season after season after season with these fake alliances only to take down the ankles of the most popular girl in the show, it just screams Heathers to me and Mean Girls, and I'm kind of over my Jerry Springer phase. So no way. I love you, Erin. Royer, you know I'm on the East Coast. Oh, thank you, Royer. Love you. Hello, my Aaron from Terry. Yes, this is my YouTube family, you guys. I love you guys. So, okay, this is Sutton saying what she felt about what's been happening to her on this season.
Accused of being clumsy with your words. You see, in watching the show back, you identify like what the ladies were talking about.
No.
So, was it hard watching the season back and seeing everybody come at you?
Yeah, I think really the Aspen moment was the hardest for me to watch because a lot more had happened before the C word got thrown at me. It was a tough night on me, and I saw a shell of myself, and I was very broken, and I was.
This is Sutton talking about that episode where the lip licker Diana said, "U-C-U-N-T." That was me over exaggerating how many times she licks her lips in a minute. I can't even. Anyway, so as it turns out, in real life, IRL, Sutton was very triggered by that whole event.
Really kind of tired of getting beaten up.
Terry says, "Hi, Royer."
On television, looking not like myself. But I will say this: I came out of the season stronger than ever. You know, friendships can always be repaired.
Yes,
family relationships can always be repaired. And
yes.
I think that's the greatest lesson that I've learned, you know, doing this show. And I'm so grateful for it. So y'all can try to beat me up again, I don't care, because I'm just going to get up again and go on.
That's right, Sutton. Kathy got her conga line, people. Now, this was a highlight from what I saw. Kathy got her conga line, and she got more than one from what I understand. Because this is actually it looks like a club that's not the stage, but they also showed a different conga line with Kathy on the stage. So everywhere people were where they was trying to conga with Kathy, everybody except for Lisa Renault, who ended up getting booed, as I'm sure you heard by now, and Terry mentioned earlier. I don't know the rest of the music. Let me turn that down. But she got her conga line. Yay! Look at all the ladies congoing with her. Yay! And it looks so much fun. Who doesn't love a conga line? Some old heifers in freaking Aspen, that's who. Some snotty heifers in Aspen. Yes, my heart broke for Sutton with that Diana crap. I don't like Diana either, Aaron. It's not a bias. It means that you have taste, okay? You guys, I'm live. Don't come in here. And New Jersey, I like the way that the husbands are involved in the lives. Yeah, I do like that. You know, okay. Now, Terry, I like this comment. We like the way that the husbands are involved with the, yes. And I like it too. And I want to just give props to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because it was those men who were you're in my thing. What's going on? Stop hitting your brother. Go out of here, you guys. My sons, I homeschool. So I just wanted to say that the Real Housewives of Atlanta husbands were the first husbands that were so involved like that, but they got backlash. I was very surprised at the amount of backlash the husbands received on Real Housewives of Atlanta. They were like, what, you want to peach? What, you want to be on part of the show? What are you, a bitch? You like getting in women's business? Nah, nah, nah. And then when Peter Thomas, yes, the Peter Thomas that was married to Cynthia, who just is getting divorced from her second TV husband, Mike Hill. Yeah, He even was like, look, we bring so much to the show. Y'all need to pay us. And everybody got their panties in a bunch and was very anti any man getting paid on the Real Housewives franchise. And then fast forward to what I understand that allegedly on New Jersey, as a matter of fact, the husbands are so involved that they get paid for their appearances. What's the difference between New Jersey and Atlanta? Could it just be that time has passed, that they decided to finally start paying the men? Or is New Jersey the only franchise that the men are getting paid on? Are they getting paid finally on Atlanta? Are they getting paid on New York? Well, there are no husbands on New York. Are they getting paid in OC? Are they getting paid in any other franchise other than Joe Corga saying that he was paid for his appearance in the most recent reunion on the New Jersey Housewives? If that's the case, they need to make it even across the board and pay all these husbands. If they're paying Gia, if they're paying all of Teresa's kids for being on the show, they need to pay Karen Huger's kids. They need to pay Giselle's twins. They need to pay, they need to go back and cut a check for Brett. They need to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not sure how they decide to pay some family members, but not all the family members when they're all serving us some entertainment. That was my tirade. I'm going back to this. Looks like so much fun, huh? No way, Gabrielle is in the house. Thank you.
Drunk and you're activated. They compare you to Lisa Rinna.
Oh my gosh. So this, I don't know if you guys heard, but there's some dude on what is that, Southern Charm, that they're like, dude, you need to get it together. You're basically a male Lisa Rinna. Listen to his response. Don't own the music. I don't own the music on right here. So I'm going to mute that because I don't know whose music it is.
They compare you to Lisa Rinna. How do you feel about that? This is why it's so important for me to get my together. So that it doesn't escalate any further. But yeah, that's one thing about being on this show is, I mean, it really highlights, the good and the bad of our personalities, and a lot of times it's hard to take in stride, and I've definitely tried to fight it. It's easy to be stubborn and not want to. I know you can't change, like Patricia said, but you can definitely get better and you can definitely grow. You've got a lot to see on Winter House too, where I didn't behave the best at times, and so it's one. You got to look yourself in the mirror, I guess, for these shows. But yes, I hope that I'm able to get it under control before I am full-blown Rinna, I guess.
So that's going to be a phrase now. Oh, don't go full-blown Rinna. Don't be full-blown Rinna. Don't get Rinna'd. There's all kind of verbs and adverbs now for being Lisa Rinna's personality, energy across the board. Don't be a Rinna.
You're drunk and you're activated. They compare you to Lisa Rinna.
There's a lot of crazies out there, So I would
Now, see, we were just talking about New Jersey. I'm sure that Teresa already tried to help get her new husband paid because they're gonna need some money allegedly. Because wasn't he getting sued or something? Anyway, they have that huge house, so I'm sure that she's going to bat for him. But Bravo, Evolution, it should be fair across the board. Pay all the husbands, pay all the kids. Don't have me thinking things as to why some people are getting paid and other people aren't. Okay?
Anyway,
what did you think of Melissa's performance that closed out the show?
Okay, wait.
In the history of Roni.
Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna. Kathy Hilton.
you be back next season if it was the same cast? Do you think that you would be back?
If it's the same exact cast, absolutely not.
No way. Do you think that Lisa should
But
be?
I'm just a friend, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Where do you and
Kathy.
your brother stand? Have you been able to connect since everything went down, or is it still kind of you're keeping distance for now?
Yes. Yeah. I need time to heal.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop on Teresa. As I told you already, I'm not a tree hugger. I hug real trees with bark and leaves that give me oxygen. This tree, I'm not hugging. She's a user, she's a manipulator, and she's not very nice to family or otherwise. And how you treat your family, that says a lot to me. Okay, now let's just take this in the context that I'm saying it. And what I'm saying is that I've seen her on the show. She's been mean to her brother from day one. She's been mean to her sister-in-law for day one. She's been mean to everybody but who she needs to be mean to. Her husband got her put in jail. She went and served time, right? They let her back on the show, right? She still is just as evil as she was before, and ditzy to me, okay? For the time that she was in jail, allegedly, Melissa and Joe were taking care and picking up the slack at the house for the family, being very involved with the daughters' lives, so they didn't feel the pain and the sting of her being gone. Then, when her dude, her ex Joe, Greasy Joe, went to jail, he stepped up again. He is in Joe Gorga, her brother, stepped up again. Now, there's been a long rift in the family ever since we saw it with our own eyes, how Joe's dad treated him and how he treated Joe Giudice. And it was hurtful to watch. But we also saw Joe and Melissa step up and take care of the kids, help with family stuff, help with money, help with anything that was needed during her worst time in her life, right? And the way Teresa repays that kindness is by trashing them further, okay? To me, Teresa is not a lot that doesn't have to do with trash for that experience. She needs to be loyal to her family. She needs to be loyal to her brother. She needs to be loyal to Melissa, but she never is. And that irks the hell out of me with this tree, okay? And she picks as bad as Sheree, in my opinion. We're gonna have to wait and see if Lou
What
is
is your
what
hope
they
for
say
that
he is.
relationship?
Whatever God says. Yeah.
Yesterday he told me whatever Teresa wants, whatever Teresa says goes from here on out.
Oh, I love that.
Of course she does. She needs everybody in the cheeks of her ass in order to exist in her universe. Okay. And that's not how the world is, Teresa. There's different kind of people in the world, and we're all entitled to, like, your asshole. We're all entitled to our thoughts and our assholes. Okay. And so the only way you can exist around Teresa is if you're in her ass. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I am not abiding in the cheeks of Teresa, whatever her new last name is. Okay.
Yeah. So, I love that he said that.
And then I was at Watch What Happens Live last night. You called Vicky
Oh my
out
gosh, look,
from
I'm
your
making-
seat.
Yeah.
Why did you feel the need to do that?
Because everyone was coming up to me. They're like, Vicky threw you shade. And I'm like,
Hey,
why?
Tamina,
Because
Taria.
I was really, this is
Make
my
it
whole
make
thing.
sense.
We're housewives. And we should
Oh
all
my
be
God.
lifting each other up. Like, nobody should be.
Oh, really? Did you hear what this bitch just said? She just said we're supposed to be lifting each other up, but she never lifts anybody up and only wants people to abide in the cheeks of her ass. So she is, you have to be willing to give what you're willing to ask for. So if you want people to lift you up and support you, you need to do it to them. Oh my gosh, crickets in the house. Yes. Thank you guys for being here. I'm missing comments. Let's see what's going on. Melissa and Joe will do anything for TV. Well, so will they taking a note out of Teresa's book then, because Teresa's the one that started it, not wanting them to be on a TV show just because she's on the TV show. So she wanted to be the only star in the house. Please It's about families, and people's families always get brought into the thing. Joe scams people out of money. Well, so did Joe Giudice, and that's why his ass went to jail. But has Joe Gorga been to jail? I'll reserve my judgment until there's a case against him, like there was against her and her ex-husband. They actually went to jail for scamming, okay? Joe Gorga did not. So he's fine with me. I don't have a problem with Joe Gorga. I don't have a problem with Melissa. As a bad matter of fact, they're two of my faves on the show because they go against Teresa and show her who she really is. Who treats the family like that? Let's see. They only went over rolling when the cameras were rolling when she was in jail. I don't think I don't know. I wasn't there, Toria. I know that even if they went while the cameras were there, that's more than I've ever seen Teresa do for them and their family. So catch that dirt. Play Greg, do you? I love you too, Toria. Hello, Cricket. They are all crazy. Yes, they are. I'm still traumatized at the thought of cheeks of Teresa's. Yes. I'm like, this, Mims. This. Okay. Yes. Hello, Toria. Let's see. Yes. I'm sorry if I'm traumatizing you. You know, if I'm not talking about figure eights, I'm gonna bring up something else crazy. Okay. Yes. She doesn't deserve a hug from any of us. That's what I'm saying. She's so unhuggable. It's so ironic that her name is literally her people are tree huggers.
Like saying anything negative about anyone else. I don't know.
What did you think of Melissa's performance that closed out the show?
Amazing.
That's very nice.
Everyone's amazing. Listen, we're all talented. We're all obviously.
So her saying that she was amazing and then saying we're all talented, Teresa,
on this platform for a reason.
Where do you and your brother stand? Have you been able to?
Greg, I love
A
Greg.
lot of rumors about what unfolds this season on Vanderpump Rules.
Are they rumors?
Now you guys might not know it. You might not know it, but your girl loves Vanderpump Rules. Well, I used to love Vanderpump Rules. The whole thing with Faith Stour, I watched it as soon as they released all the races from the show. I did watch again. So I love Sheena Shea. I love that she hooked up with freaking Brandy's ex and that whole thing. I love that whole everything about it. So let's see what's going to be happening on Vanderpump Rules.
Tell me. Rumor number one, that you pushed Tom and Raquel together.
No. No. I suggested, but that suggestion came from a conversation I actually had with Katie.
Okay, rumor number two. Katie was disinvited from your wedding, but still showed up to the resort anyway.
She was still there, and she was not at the wedding, yes.
One word to describe season 10.
One word to describe season 10. I mean, boom.
A lot of rumors about what
comments when other housewives have been let go.
Okay, so you guys might have remembered that I did some videos back about the Real Housewives of New York. I was very anti their entire vibe, especially when they brought on the only melanated woman to grace their presence and the treatment that she got. Now, I know she came off a little educational in her approach, and people obviously don't like receiving education from certain people because then they feel like you're calling them uneducated for no reason. I don't know. So I was wondering why they got a pause. I was wondering why there was no reunion. And when I hear Andy's answers, they're all whitewashed, in my opinion, allegedly. It's just more blah, blah, blah to cover up and excuse the poor behavior of people you don't want to call what they're acting like or want to address their racist tendencies. And it's like, I don't know, you can be on these shows and say, I'm going to get cancer if I don't tell the truth. You can be on these shows and say the craziest stuff. But if you say anything about race on these shows, then it goes another direction. But we're in a world that obviously sees race and deals with your proximity to whiteness in a certain way. And so for us to engage in shows that show us the glaring effects of racism and racist tendencies going unchecked, and then they're rewarded with not having to answer for their behavior or answer to us as viewers and answer our questions about why did you act like that? Why did you come off so high key Karen that season? Why is Ramona Singer at freaking BravoCon, but you won't talk to Nene Leakes? Okay, because in my opinion, Nene Leakes bringing up racism, they're all, how can you call your boss a racist and expect to go to work? The same way Ramona Singer can be a racist at work, in my opinion, and show up to work. Okay, so if you can employ racists, then you can certainly talk about racist behavior from those you employ. I don't know what the difference is. I feel like Nene should be back. And if you're going to have Ramona on, then you need to address both. If you're going to give haven to racists and Karens and be a safe haven for that type of environment, then you also need to have a safe haven for looking at what your melanated participants are saying is their experience. That's all I have to say about that. But let's listen to what Andy said.
Well, we haven't worked with Ramona since that season.
Yes, for years.
And
She was on Ultimate Girls Trip.
We had already filmed. We had already, yeah.
And then he lied. He said we haven't worked with Ramona since that season, but she's literally at this BravoCon, you guys, as an invited person.
We didn't do a reunion because we had production delays. And then when we were going to do one, by the time it would have aired, it would have been about 2 months after the season aired. It was the lowest.
Okay, so the lowest rate, all these excuses, you feel all these excuses, they're the same type of excuses to my ears as, oh, Diana doesn't understand English.
Rated season in the history of Roni. The viewer feedback, and we've all litigated, many words have been spilled about, debating what went wrong. I would say that the fact that there were only 5 housewives and it was filmed during COVID and they were like stuck in Salem for 2 weeks and then they were at Ramona's house for 2 weeks was very...
Okay, so I call bullshit on this, people, because Real Housewives of Potomac also filmed during COVID, the same season that Monique and Candace got in that huge fight, and they had to push their reunion for that show back longer than 2 months, but they still made those ladies come and show up and answer to the people. But all of a sudden, 2 months is too long to talk about racist tendencies and behavior on freaking New York? I think not. I think y'all are scared to address the elephant in the room.
It was really hard. And I think by the time we started to get it together to do it, the viewer response, even to us doing a reunion, was so poor. It was like, I'm tweeting for questions and everyone's like, why are you doing it? Then we decide not to do it and everyone's like, why aren't you doing it? So did we make the right call? I don't know, to be honest, but it was the call that we made.
It was the call that you made to protect the racists in the room so you can continue to be a haven for racist, pro-racist type behavior while you still refuse to talk to the Black lady who called y'all fucking racist. Anyway.
And I think that what we did was we realized that we were at a crossroads, at a fork in the road with Roni, and let's figure out the best way to proceed. And I think that we have a great plan to give everyone what they want, to bring the real...
To give everyone what they want, really, Andy, or to give certain people what they want?
Housewives in New York City, not only into the future, but to allow you to see all of your favorites on Roni Legacy. And so I'm really excited about it. And New York City is the biggest, greatest city in the country. And
so you're telling me that you created a whole separate show because the old heads on the Real Housewives of New York didn't know how to properly interact with minorities. So you went on hiatus, rebranded, and come up with a whole separate show so the old eggs don't have to interact with young minority groups. Really? That was your best you could do? But you still haven't even talked to Nene? So for Nene, you could also do like a legacy show and let Nene and Cynthia and maybe, I don't know, some other people go so we can see our favorites on that show again, since you're so into doing what people ask you to do, Andy. As melanated people, we've been saying talk to Nene for years, but I don't hear you doing anything about that. But hey, I guess I don't have the right voice.
Should be able to tell the women's stories that we love for all these years and be able to tell new stories from new women as well.
And then Jennifer Aiden, is that her name, from New Jersey? She was throwing drinks because she was running that yap again. And I would love to see what happened right before this, because I don't know. Melissa hasn't, in my opinion, done what they are saying she did in this, but let's see. So Jennifer Aiden supposedly threw this drink at Melissa's publicist or somebody in Melissa's camp because Melissa and Joe were further away from her, calling her a dirty bitch because of her antics, and they were calling her a dirty bitch. And she was trying to get in an elevator, and then somebody from Melissa's camp went towards her and she threw a drink in their direction. And this is the headline. But Joe was nowhere near that drink. He was like 50 yards away. It was water. Yeah. Toria is right, because as a matter of fact, Jennifer only drinks water when she's out. She has water with ice. So that's Yay!
Thank you so much.
That was the jumpsuit. They keep chatting for Kathy everywhere she goes, you guys. I thought that was so cute. And now this right here is Taylor Armstrong shading Jen. Well, listen to this.
Her jumpsuit. It's really wrong. I had a jumpsuit on and I said that hers was going to look a little different soon.
Thanks for being here, Miss Kiki.
Thank you so much.
Taylor, say what you said about the jumpsuit. Her jumpsuit. Really
Taylor
wrong.
said that Jen was
I
going to
had
be
a
wearing a
jumpsuit on
different
and I said that
jumpsuit.
hers was going to look a little different.
Can we talk about why Leah McSweeney had on Madonna's bra from 1987? Can we talk about that? I mean, whatever. I love Candace's look right here. She's very chic and bobby. Heather has a jaw of steel, and she always looks a little pressed to me. Jill Zarin, you know Jill was happy to be there. She's happy to be anywhere in the Bravo sphere.
Different soon.
That's hilarious, right?
This is not a soap opera.
We believe different things.
Definitely said some things, and I apologize. You might think, oh, well, Kathy came clean and everything, but what she said, I said, did not happen.
I'm just going to say, why would you apologize for something if you didn't do it?
Can you confirm to us that she over-exaggerated the Aspen story?
100%.
Well, I was there. I mean, I don't over-exaggerate. I tell the truth.
You do.
And I always have, and I think if you go back, you can...
Actually, you do. You over-exaggerate and you lie, and then you say, oh, I don't remember saying that. Did I say that? Oh, I guess I did. Huh, that's funny. She did it on that trip in Mexico, remember?
See that... I tell the truth.
Were there definitely no cameras there? I think
No, listen, we were down, you know, we were just down for the time.
And I don't play, and I have a very good memory, and I'm very quick. Hunky Dory's a good kid, but let me tell you something. You want to play? I'll play.
Anyway, which as fans we want. We want the truth.
we want the truth. Deserve the truth.
We're invested.
This is reality, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not a soap opera.
We believe different things.
Producer in the room, justification for retaliation. It's not true. It's not true. And guess what? A producer did come in my room to try and get me back downstairs to the table. And if we had a conversation, she would have known that by now.
Okay, so that was the Lisa Rinna and Kathy Hilton little answer back. I loved it. Weren't you here for all that shade? Ooh, I think Kathy might have a dagger in her clutch. Lisa better look out, allegedly. So now we have the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I don't know if you guys watched that show. Now, I was a loyal watcher when my girl Mary was on. Now that she's not on, I'm having issues trying to watch it. I'm definitely not giving them my view in real time because I don't agree with how that all went down. And that's the only way I can protest is by keeping my actual view from being counted in their ratings in real time. So there. So, oh, here you go. Can I have a sip first? So good. So now we have Lisa Liarface, whatever her last name is, from Salt Lake City, talking to Meredith, who doesn't lie as much. And this is Lisa lying some more about the hot mic moment we all heard. And then we saw her in that room with the producer talking all that crap. And now she's backtracking, acting like our eyes didn't see what they saw and that our ears didn't hear what they heard. So to me, that's gaslighting. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yes, thank you, Toria. Hit the like button, you guys. Come on in. Marlo. I'm just going to call her Lisa Lolo, okay? Because she goes low and then gives it a low ass excuse as to why she went so low. So I'm going to call her Lisa Lolo. Thank you, though. I see her name is Lisa Barlow.
So please stop saying you were alone. I was alone. I did not say that for anybody else. You had a producer in the room. Justification.
Well, I think the truth always comes out. I don't know if it will be out there because people believe what they want. You can't control what people are going to believe. I can tell you that I tell the truth, and I've always told the truth. So whatever you believe, you believe. And how do we end it with this group? You know, we just had a really good panel.
And stop taking it away from the show and doing it on social.
The issue is the lack of the confusion.
Believe. I can tell you that I believe. I can tell you that I tell the truth, and I've always told the
Lisa
truth.
Lolo.
So whatever you believe, you believe. And how do we end it with this group? You know, we just had a really good panel.
Okay, this is a little fight. I'm just getting to the next thing. Come on.
This season on Family Karma.
We are creatures. Okay, so I think this is going to be Quad from Married to Medicine having another soliloquy about, you know, Quad loves a good soliloquy. She can do one of those good Shakespearean soliloquies, stage right, for a good hour, y'all. She loves talking about herself, and I'm here for it. Let's see what she talked about herself over on BravoCon.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today.
Is Console Beauty's copper?
Okay, this is it.
And in this very man that they're speaking of, I hired him to work for me. And I do have audio to prove who really slept with the man. Don't test me.
Don't test me.
Wait a minute. So along with the polygraph test, if I need to, there is audio. And I've already
check with the attorneys in Georgia. I can run it.
I love Quad. Did you hear what she said? She said she took a polygraph, she got audio, and she already checked with the lawyers in Georgia, and she can air it. Okay? If we want to know who's really sleeping with what over in the Married to Medicine streets. Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Let me tell you something. I have never laid with a married man. And in this married man that I have,
Okay. And this is Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Cone Tessa from Married to Medicine going at it again on their panel.
I think the issue is the lack of the confusion. Because when there's confusion, there's lies. Because after the ambush, Contessa texts me and says, "I love you, sister."
No, that's not true at all.
It went
You
the wrong
fully
way.
text
Absolutely
message,
did. And
no, you texted me.
You
You
texted me. No, I did. No, I did.
So let's watch some more. Everybody needs a friend like Jackie. Everybody needs a friend like Dr. Jackie. Look how quick Dr. Jackie got Dr. Heavenly's back. Watch this. Okay, so they said that interaction was even longer than this little clip that I found. I'm still scouring the internet looking for the entire Married to Medicine panel, because I would have loved to see that. I wanted to see if they brought up the robbery, if they think anything about LaToya throwing biscuits and stuff, and Eugene and all of that. I would have loved to see it. I haven't found it. If anybody finds it, send it to me, please. But that was epic.
I think the issue is the lack of the confusion. Because when there's confusion, there's lies.
Okay, you guys, did you know that there's another Bravo hookup coming? Ashley Darby from Real Housewives of Potomac and Luke from some show are exchanged numbers. They went out, and now watch. He wants to sit next to Ashley looking so fly. Wasn't that cute? Thank you, Toria.
We ain't got enough time for you here.
Okay, and that was Caroline Manzo. They were like a squash that beef segment. Here, let me go there. So this is going to be Caroline Manzo.
Your favorite words. I don't know what you're doing, but sweetie, we ain't got enough time for you here.
About the Diana situation today. Did you get resolution that day or no?
I'm not mentioning her. I'm done.
Can I mention Lisa Rinna?
Sure.
How do you feel about her after reunion?
It's been a lot this season, and not just on the show. There's been a lot outside of the show, and I think it takes it away from the show. And I also think that social media was weaponized, and that's not okay. Let the show play out. Let the fans and the audience get to see it, and stop taking it away from the show and doing it on social media. I think it's a coward way to go.
On the note of social media, do you have answers yet about the bot attacks on Jax?
No, I got an update, but I'm waiting for, I think in 2 days I'll have more. And it's really important to me that I find out.
How do you feel about the Diana situation today? Did you get resolution?
Okay, and then this is Miami. You know, we're getting a lot of spoilers and stuff from the BravoCon ladies. So this is Lisa from Miami, and as you may or may not know, her and her dude are getting divorced this season, and this is a little bit about how that's gonna play out on the show.
And it was so fun for me for so many years, and I thought the season was going to be fun. And you know, halfway through, some unexpected, horrible life changes happened to me, and you know, you'll have to see it to believe it.
We love you, Lisa!
Yay! Now, truth be told, unfortunately, I saw the writing on the wall a mile away for this marriage to be next, especially after last season. There was something that was so strange. She went out to dinner with him, and I think it was his mom. And I don't know, just something in that whole thing didn't settle right with my spirit. And I was like, I think they might be getting ixnayed next. And sure enough.
Lisa! 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 Lisa!
Thank you. This is what helps me, you guys, like fans of support, because people know what's happening. They read the news, you know, especially everyone that's here. So, I mean, it's kind of the cat's out of the bag, you know what I mean? But I feel like all of these women have been an amazing support to me. Like, we're a sisterhood, we really are, you know? I wanted to.
A lot of the ladies said that across franchises and shows, that they're like either a family, a sisterhood. And I appreciate that, because sometimes as a viewer, that's what we feel. And that also helps them be able to get over it and keep on moving forward instead of holding grudges all the time.
Show my life.
Consider you a friend.
Women just do not understand the words that come out of your mouth. Is there anything you want to clear up?
No, and maybe they should go to college.
So as it turns out, Crystal can be a confessional gangster.
And then they'll learn the words I use.
And we got
get a job. I don't know. I feel like it's the same story. Like,
yes,
that's all.
that part,
Same college.
Toria.
Or maybe a dictionary.
That part. Trade her in for a younger version so he can make her into the next thing that he wants, and then he'll leave her and he'll go get another person to get his denture cream.
I feel like we've talked about the dictionary for 2 years now, so it's time that they get some.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to invest and just buy them all dictionaries, and maybe it'll help.
It seems like these women just do not understand. It seems like.
Yes. No. Why is everybody out? No, this cat sweater. The cat sweater is cute. It is very cute. You get. Yes. No. Why is everybody out? No, this cat sweater. The cat sweater is cute. It is very.
Okay, and then leave it to Erica to attack the people that were supporting her. So she, let's see, she already threw Kyle under the bus in that cut episode, in that unseen footage that we saw. And she went to bat for her. So far, she only hasn't turned on Lisa Rinna, but she's turned on Crystal. And now she's turning on Dorit, because they ask her who's the next Splitsville couple in the Bravo sphere. And this is Erica, no panty wearing Jane's response. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even have panties on under this, you guys. And did you notice that her whole wardrobe is becoming like either just a shirt or just a jacket? Like, she's so broke, she can't afford the other half of the outfit anymore. So she walked all the way out there and crossed her arms and said, Dorit and PK. And then, why is she dressed like the Spice Girls used to dress? This is Old Spice, y'all. This is Old Spice right here. This is not Young Spice. This is Old Spice, and it's Erica. Oh, Joe Mendoza came to visit. Let me get you in here, Joe. Joe Mendoza's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Thanks for popping in, Joe. be nice, we can call it, instead of just old, we can call it aged spice. Oh, so then this was just a little thing. They're like two peas in a pod. That should have been their podcast, because they have not turned on each other yet. Well, I'm waiting for the day though, because it's coming.
Essentially tell Rinna you don't consider her a friend anymore.
Correct.
What led you to that?
Well, did you watch the season?
I watched, but the whole time we've talked during the season, you were like, yeah, I know a different Rinna, we are friends.
Well, I do know a different Rinna, and I would love to see that person come back. That doesn't mean that we can't be friends. That's not what that means. I just don't consider her a friend like a friend.
Do you get an apology for the C word moment at the reunion?
What I did this season was try to teach some of these women how to say I'm sorry. It did not go as planned.
Who needs to learn that lesson the most in this group?
It's a lost cause. It's a lost cause.
You're going to pop up over on Chucky soon.
Yeah.
Would you rather face off against Chucky or Lisa Rinna?
Probably Chucky, but I've never met Chucky. I'm just happy to be here at BravoCon. I think this is a safe haven.
You essentially tell Rinna.
So from this angle, we can hear the boos. There was another clip of this when Lisa Rinna was coming on the panel. Remember, everybody was like, oh, scheduling conflicts, she won't be there, blah. No, she was just creating another moment. And so when she got there and they said she was coming on the show, everybody was booing. And I couldn't hear it in the other one, but I clearly hear the boos in this one.
Specifically Whitney on Salt Lake said that. So how would you?
Whitney from Salt Lake City said that she met Larsa Pippen from Real Housewives of Miami, and that Larsa was not nice to her. And this is her response.
I don't even remember seeing her, you guys. I actually sent her a message on Instagram saying I can't wait to.
Jennifer Tilly, Toria. I love Jennifer Tilly growing up. She was in so many things, and I love Chucky. And I love that she just took Chucky like to the whole next thing. Like she practically adopted Chucky, and that's her life now, is being Chucky-ish. I like it too. Jennifer Tilly and Sutton Strack is best friends in IRL is so unbelievably awesome that I am here for it, and I'm gonna have to go watch that episode.
Actually meet you. There's a lot of people here, and I feel like when you're running through like backstage, you don't know who anyone is. So when I see someone that I don't know, I'm too.
Oh, did you guys hear that Jen Shaw allegedly crashed the party, BravoCon, because she wasn't invited, and I guess you have to be invited to get in all the different rooms or whatever. So she was not invited, but she showed up anyway to Tamara Judge's party. Let's see what happened.
A special guest show up to my hotel room last night. Jen Shaw.
No.
Yep. She showed up to my room, and it was a bit crazy. Said she's not going to jail, and it's all good.
What? Well, she's not even at BravoCon.
No, I know. She wanted to crash Watch What Happens Live last night.
But she didn't.
No, it was too much security.
I'm sorry, what? And why did she go to your room?
I guess you always go to the one with the biggest mouth or the best podcast.
You're telling us now. So does she have plans to try to crash something again tonight?
Well, I don't know. I don't think she made it in. She did get to the Gansevoort rooftop party.
The after party.
And I think she left quickly.
And so she just wants everyone to know that she's not going to jail.
She ain't going nowhere, she said. But I'll tell you, she's a good time. I have a special guest. She is a good
Joe,
time.
you are hilarious.
And then she has an.
You're right about that, though, Joe, because, damn, and it's so interesting the amount of compassion these ladies have for an admitted guilty person when the smoke they had for Mary, who actually was nice and meek as a church mouse, and they totally dragged her off of that show with lies and accusations. And now here they are. No consideration was given to Mary that the shit they were saying was possibly not true or that she was innocent. Is simultaneously having Jen go through real life stuff, and they proclaim her innocence until she's proven guilty. And now, even after she's admitted guilt, they're all still in the cheeks of Jen Shaw's ass. Okay? I can't, you guys.
Entourage, and she's got a therapist, an attorney next to her. She's got and a jewelry lady, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh my
Tamara
god.
was in her element.
She came to my room.
Sure.
She's like, oh, you have glam for me. I'm like, well, not really. It's not for you, but go ahead, sit down, get glammed up. She was a ton of fun. She is a good.
See you in jail. Let me tell you something. See you in jail. Let me tell you something.
Damn!
Hi, Bravo After Taylor and Sean. Hi, Bravo.
I'm like, oh my god. She came into my room. She's like, oh, you have glam for me. I'm like, well, not really. It's not for.
Oh, you guys, it's gonna get bad.
Quickly. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm
She
just
came into my
trying to
room.
pause
She's like,
it
oh, you have glam for
in
me.
the
I'm
right
like, well, not
place,
really.
you
It's not for
guys. I
you,
wanted
but
to show
go ahead, sit
you
down, get glammed up.
the
She was a
response.
ton of fun.
Here, I'm gonna show you the response. Oh, you going to
Let me tell you
jail,
something.
bitch.
See you in jail. Let me tell you something.
Damn!
Darn, it went away so fast. I only had one little clip of PK and Dorit's response to Erica Jane. Let me see if I can
Listen, some of us, again, we're born.
Damn!
Hi, Bravo.
Anyway, basically PK and Dorit said that misery loves company. And yeah, Erica, misery loves company.
Taylor and Sean.
Taylor Armstrong is starting to talk like her lips are deflating. Did you just hear that when she said that? Let me go back just a second.
What? And why did she go to your room? I guess you.
What I felt happened, and I wasn't like. What I felt happened. What I
don't
felt
know where it
happened.
went, you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a bit crazy. Said she's not going to jail.
But what's going to come up next is, what's coming up next is this whole thing that just happened on Real Housewives of Potomac over the weekend on their second episode. Giselle accused Candace's husband, Chris, of inappropriate behavior. And I called bullshit in my review. And I still call bullshit because Giselle is a known liar. I think her cankles and the wrinkles in her neck between the two lies lie there, and she just has to get them out sometime, and she just says what she wants, and it may or may not be factual, allegedly. So let's keep looking at what her and Candace have to say, and then we're going to look at a couple of tweets that Candace put out, because Candace still is a wordsmith and is coming for you if you're talking about her man. And if you got to see the episode, you got to see how she went into production, and she's like, I need Eric. No, you are not doing this to my husband and my marriage. You better pick another one. Ooh, I loved it. I loved it. Okay. Okay, here it is finally. Erica Jane thought her husband was innocent. This is PK responding to Erica, no panty wearing Old Spice Jane. Okay. He said, Erica Jane thought her husband was innocent. She thought the ankle is more important than the brain. She thought she should keep the earrings. And now she thinks Dorit and I are next to split up. Here's a quick bit of management advice. Stop thinking. Now, you guys know I am not a PK and Dorito fan, but I am here for this reply, okay? Dorito and PK have time in the comments today. Stop thinking, Erica, and put some panties on the puss, okay?
Bravo after guys, it's Taylor and Sean.
Did you hear the deflated?
Hi, Bravo.
Your social media is disastrous.
This was cute. If you can read the lips of this guy right here, he's telling Kenya Moore, "You make me happy when I'm sad." And it really touched her and it made her cry, you guys.
What kind of goes on with you and Chris? Is it like a flirtation thing that she was mad about?
You are dealing with people who are lacking in personal lives, personal story. They have to resort to acrobatics, construction paper, Elmer's glue to just make up.
Now, she should have known better than to activate Candace's wordsmith ass. She took it to preschool on you, bitch. She said you needed construction paper and Elmer's glue to construct your storyline, okay?
School project to keep a job. To keep a check.
I was very honest about like what I felt happened, and I wasn't like shady about it. I didn't add any, hot sauce to it. I just was like, this is what happened. And I think you should know.
Real quick pause. Toria, I was getting the same exact kind of vibes, okay? That specifically Vicky gives me very Karen-esque racist type, I'm calling the police on those black people I see over there vibes. Shannon, she also gives me those vibes, but not as hardcore as Vicky. And Tamra, I don't want to believe it because, she's married to Eddie, but according to the city council meeting in Los Angeles, that could mean very little, if anything at all. Anyway, if those who know, Jen Shaw, ton of fun, crashed the Bravo, had a hotel room. Rumor is Heather let her stay with her. Toria, that's what freaking, look at this comment from Joe. He said that she let her squat in the room. That's hilarious. I think Erica replied back on Instagram saying that it was a joke. And where's your sense of humor? Whatever, bitch. She didn't even want people asking or joking about her situation. That is nothing to joke with, okay? Yes, cankles. Facts. Yes, the cankles.
That's his wife. And I didn't think she was going to be so angry.
And we got to talk to Peter Thomas.
I agree, Toria. Allegedly, I agree that it was an alleged planned robbery, allegedly.
Do we? Listen, some of us, again, we're bored, we have nothing to do. So the rumors have to fly.
I feel like she has not emotionally matured past high school. Throughout the season,
pot meet kettle. So someone who's older than Candace trying to start shit in her solid marriage is acting high school, but then she projects and calls that person high school for doing what you just did. It's called gaslighting, double standards, and we see through your neck. Your neck is looking great this season, Giselle. I'm glad to know that you can get the wrinkles out of your neck as you can get a double chin taken off. So I'm very glad they won't be able to talk about the creases in her neck anymore, but she still has cankles and lies.
Was not mean to her in any way. I didn't disrespect her in any way.
Jesus.
She did disrespect her.
So if she wants to say those things, that's fine.
Yeah, let's see what exactly Candace had to say to you. Okay, I can't tell a woman how to feel about a man's presence or in her orbit. We are entitled to our feelings and they should never be diminished or questioned. It's why the most appalling part about this episode is that those will play after watching this feral gutter snipe attempt. It goes on. Attempt to upend and dismantle the pillars that the women have worked so hard to establish, all in the name of what? All in the name of entertainment? She's talking to Giselle. Okay, and I am here for it. Clap back. And then she goes on to say that where have we landed? How exactly are we here? You're not a victim. What you are is a calculated slab of misery creating the next. Oh, I missed it. It's too blurry right there. But then she goes on to say that she hadn't said anything yet, mostly because in the land of Bravo, having the time of her life. But now that the episode 2 is come and gone, the first and most relevant thing she can say is that it's hard to say anything at all because she supports women, she believes women, and she supports me too. So it makes it hard for her to combat, because if you attack what Giselle is saying, then it makes other people have the perception that you don't believe women or support women when they say that they've been in situations. But she's not saying that. She's simply saying that she doesn't believe Giselle's cankleish ass. Yay! Thanks for being here, Natty. Okay. And Candace, in this next scene, we're almost done, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with Larger Curves today for this recap of BravoCon and all the highlights that I was able to find. I'm really happy that you guys are here. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to save my coins. Maybe I'll get to go to the next one. So this is Ashley confirming that she did hook up with Luke. Not hook up, but like they hung up. They hung out and called each other in their text.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. We want Luke. Oh, we want Luke, Ashley. Yeah. Where is he? Have you seen him? She saw him last night. Did you exchange information? Did you guys like exchange numbers? We hung out last night.
Thank you, Erin. You know, I actually have the footage of her and Luke kind of holding hands, cutting through a crowd, but I did not include it in this reel. And I thought that was really cute. They looked very sexy together. They had a chemistry. They had this eye contact thing going. They were smizing. They were being mesmerized with this whole eye energy thing. And it was looking like, ooh, like they were going to do some things to each other as soon as they got out of the prying eyes of the people. And that there might even be some parting of the ass cheeks for some other type of behavior, not necessarily just for ass kissing, but for some other stuff. Who knows what was going to be going on? But if you happen to see the clip that I'm talking about, you will very know what I'm saying, that they had an electric kind of energy. And I can see my girl Ashley having that energy for him because, you know, Michael Darby was he was like basically Elf on a Shelf and as old as the concept. And I can't really, every time I try to imagine Ashley truly thinking Michael was like baggable and sexy, I kind of throw up in my mouth a little bit. So it probably does her good to have like this younger version of Michael on her arm, that she's finally like, this is what I was looking at in my mind when I had to kiss and feed the other one that she's supposedly separating from. Anyway. Yes, Joe. I did hear that Portia was not invited to BravoCon, and I can understand that, but I don't think she was upset about it. And to your comment here, Joe, I think that Giselle is getting a storyline the same way Lisa gets her storylines. It's attacking other people, talking about other people, anything to keep the light off of what you have going on in your non-story life, having ass, and or made up stuff. So I don't know that it's going to have anything to do with Robin, because Robin hasn't had one either, except for get married, not get married, live in a house, don't live in a house, build a house, don't build a house, but your name's not going on shit, and I need a prenup. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, why? I don't know. Why wasn't she invited? I don't know. I mean, she is Bravo, but she hasn't been messing with Bravo ever since her little series flopped, and that she's been, on this whirlwind world romance with Simon Gobadia. So, I mean, she was at a wedding this weekend anyway in Nigeria. I don't think she had, it could have been actual scheduling conflicts. I don't know, but I don't know why they wouldn't have asked her to be there. No way. No way. Stop the presses. Sis just got here. Prosperity Thick Girl 40's in the house. What's good? What's good? Hello. Thanks for being here, sis.
We can have a whole convo about that, but I gotta get to everybody now.
Oh, I thought this was hilarious. Doesn't Giselle's freaking confessional look like somebody put ketchup and mustard in her hair? That is hilarious. Isn't that a hilarious picture? I thought it was. Andy's walking home like the rock star.
And where are you right now with all of your legal proceedings?
I'm winning. Yeah, I'm doing really well, and I'm very pleased about that because once all of this started, all I asked for was time and some understanding. And so 2 years now down the road, we're getting some really great rulings, and I'm grateful for that.
Thank you.
More to go.
Thank you.
But I'm in a
Victoria, this comment right here. Let me go like this. This comment right here. The producer's putting her up to the shit. Yep, for entertainment. But attacking people's marriages isn't funny to me either. And that's what Kankles does. And I don't appreciate it. Every year they pick a different husband to attack on Real Housewives of Potomac, and they already knew Chris's turn was coming, so they ready for it. And plus, Candace is not, she is not one to skulk away from any confrontation. So I'm waiting for this, okay? No way. Miss Dugan's in my house. You guys, this is so excellent. This is so excellent, you guys. Let me see. Just another real quick. Right here. Yeah, thank you. Now, you know I'm going to give a copyright strike. I hope not. This is not Bravo stuff. This is BravoCon stuff from people's clips and stuff. I hope I don't get no copyright strike on here. This is like from people's clips of being there. This isn't Bravo stuff. I didn't put it on there this time. I don't know. Hopefully, I hope I don't, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, it's still Bravo? We'll see. We'll see if they let me slide or not. They haven't shut it off yet.
than I was, and I'm very grateful.
And where are you right now?
So Erica thinks she's winning.
No housewives? What about Miss Shannon?
Well, we've gone, you'll have to wait and watch, but we definitely go through some shit.
You guys follow each other once again, though. So that is a good sign, right?
It's a great sign. And I love Shannon. We went through our, we are agreeing to disagree on what really went down. But I love her. She's like a sister. And sometimes, you fight.
There's bumps.
There's bumps in the boulevard.
Thank you. Yes.
No housewives. What about Miss Shannon? I'm also here for the rumors that you and Mr. Tom got something going on.
I'm totally here for this rumor. I am totally here for this rumor that Raquel and Tom Schwartz are going to be the next couple on Vanderpump Rules. I'm here for it. Raquel's looking happier. She's looking a little fuller. I love it. That means she's feeling good. She's feeling secure. I love it. I hope that they are really hooked up. I did not believe that Raquel hooked up with Garcelle's son, Oliver. That was BS to me. But I am here for the alleged hookup of her and Tom.
What can you tell us? Set the record straight for us.
I can't really say much. You'll have to see how it all plays
I'll have to check it out.
But
You gotta give us something.
we're friends. It's, We're friends. It's
I
fun.
see this match work though. Like I can see this happening.
I can see it
Yes,
happening
it's
too.
still coming on.
That might be it. I
And
don't
we're
know.
going to
I
have
don't
to
know.
see
We'll
this
see.
play out right
Have
here.
so
I'm
much fun
looking
this
forward
week.
to it.
You surprised that Kyle kind of came after you like that?
Completely.
Yeah, was that completely like blindsided by that?
Yeah, I mean, and we ended the season where I was like, she actually confided in me, and I'm so supportive
Yeah,
of her
that's
and her
gonna be really
family.
good.
So I think her energy was very much misdirected.
Isn't Kyle's energy usually misdirected though?
And I think people saw that. But, you know, people
We always see it.
act out, as we've seen, when you're, you know, you feel like you don't know where to go. So maybe she just saw me as a random target. It was really, really weird.
Have you spoken to her since then?
Since the reunion? Well, we've messaged
Me
each
too,
other and
Toria.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Raquel and Tom.
But it was
are
it was weird.
Yeah, it seems like this reunion, like everybody left and didn't really leave on good terms. Did you feel like that as well?
I left on, I think, better terms with most than some of the other. Yeah. I left smiling, where I think I might have. Garcelle, Sutton, and I.
Were you surprised that Kyle kind of came?
Of course,
Oh
we
my
also love
God.
you guys. But
I'm so over Kyle and Rinna. And Erica, you know, like I said before, you guys, I loved Erica. I blasted how many F's do you give in my house. I was like, oh my gosh, finally a housewife that already has some singing happening, and I kind of like it. But I just don't appreciate her lack of compassion and poor me-ism throughout this whole thing. Like, it's just gross to me. It's gross. I don't know. This is Jackie from Real Housewives of New Jersey, about to talk about why she's in Teresa's ass this season.
want to know, you guys are all separated. You guys came to the press room differently. You've been doing different panels.
Nothing to do with me. I didn't make any analogies. I didn't cause any fights. It's not me.
Not you. We know what it is about.
But it is hard.
Yeah.
It is hard to navigate because if it's not my fight and I don't want to get into the middle of it. I want to be a good friend to Melissa, but I've also worked hard to have a relationship with Teresa. And so I don't want to cause any rifts when I'm not in the middle of the fight.
You never want to cause any rifts when you're in the cheeks.
You know, so it's hard for all of us to walk that line.
I was about to say, that must be so tough.
It is.
Because you, like you said, you and Teresa have come a long ways from like what your relationship was. You obviously have to support Melissa. Of course, we also.
And as we know, you can only get along with Teresa if you're bending down, kissing her ass and spreading her cheeks.
Love you guys, but I want to know.
I was completely blindsided by what happened to me mid-season.
I love Gertie and I love Lisa from Real Housewives of Miami. I like that whole cast over there pretty much. I like all of them.
Everything was great in the beginning. Yeah. So again, you have to tune in, but it's really interesting to see somebody go through that. Like I can't even. I still can't believe it. My mind is still blown. Yeah. You know?
And you know, it's a trickle-down effect for us all as well. Because sometimes you think you have it.
We need a shakeup, right?
And you're like, wait, maybe I need to also reassess myself in my situation because nothing in life is for sure. And so this really puts things into perspective, and you really have to look at yourself and your surroundings and who you're with, and just know your worth as well. So it's a lot of perspectives going on and a lot of dynamics, and so it's very interesting. But
we do
I'm
need
just
to
so
shake
proud to
up.
be part of this amazing group of women, and we're true friends, and it's organic, and you can't.
Oh my gosh,
friendships
Joe, you're hilarious.
We love to see this.
I was completely blind.
I talked to Luke, and he said that you guys had a moment last night, like in the car together, like you guys were talking, and maybe go out on a date together.
Well, we did exchange numbers, right? So we're texting and we're just chatting it up, but we'll see. He's a really nice guy and he's very cute. That helps a lot.
I talked to Luke, and he said that you
Is there a housewife from another franchise that you would like to bring to Beverly
Yay!
Hills? Or a few?
Gosh. Not that I can think of. Like, I don't know.
Cynthia Bailey, maybe?
You know what? Maybe Cynthia. I love Cynthia.
She's
That's
lovely.
a great idea, actually.
Is there a housewife from
Getting right into it, is there anything you wish didn't make to air this season?
On the show? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, so many things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go right
Poor Kyle. So many things.
back to Garcelle's birthday. It was such a fun night too. I started out so fun.
It was really a fun
It really was a fun
until
night, a
it
beautiful
wasn't.
night.
Didn't air.
You know, I can't help it that I was overserved. No, I think a lot of that night, you know, and I think also, and I've said it before, a lot of it gets lost, like especially in our friendship. You know, they don't always highlight the fun and the good stuff. So I'm like, why didn't that make it in there, and then this stuff does? Because we've never had any, like, we had one little blip after Garcelle's party, and I called her first thing in the
One little blip, Kyle. Is that it? She's so not honest.
morning, and I said, I feel so bad. I want you to know how sorry I am, and I love you. And we talked it through. We were fine, but you can't feel that. So I regret that whole night.
Getting right into it, is there anything you wish didn't make to air this season?
On the show? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, so many things. I mean, I'm gonna go right back to Garcelle's birthday. It was such a fun night too. I started out so fun.
It was really a fun
It really
night
was a fun night.
until
a
it
beautiful
wasn't.
Like,
night.
I'm here for Garcelle.
You know, I can't help it that I was
Until it
overserved.
And then look, that's not accountability. I can't help that I was overserved. Please. And then wasn't the rumor that you had to pay for your own drinks? Or was it the only thing that Garcelle was serving at her party was drinks and no food? Anyway, nobody poured it in your mouth. Nobody told you to get on the floor and do your splits and spin your ponytail in a thing. All those tired tricks from 1972 that you do, freaking Kyle. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody told you the next day to sit around and laugh about that shit. Kyle, you did that. It wasn't because you're overserved. It's because you're Kyle.
No, I think a lot of that night, you know, and I think also.
Like dealing with that this season?
Oh my gosh, it was really, really hard. I was in London.
You'd say everything.
This is my job. This is my new job.
What did you make when you see?
So I just couldn't listen to anything else that Kyle was going to say. There was like a couple seconds more. Let's see.
I can't help it that I was overserved.
Yeah,
no,
I can.
I show and seen, you know, you feel so misunderstood, you can't explain.
Been stolen from, blackmailed, threatened.
I felt terrible. I felt terrible that, you know, about everything across the board. And I wanted to call Garcelle, but I was like 9 hours ahead or something. So I waited till it was like 5 a.m. your time, right? To send her a text.
Oh.
And then it was so bad, my anxiety from watching the
Oh,
show.
I would like
you know,
to see
you
that.
feel so misunderstood and you can't explain to everybody. I'm actually a good person. I'm a mom myself.
We've seen you. You're a mom yourself and you still laughed at her son getting teased. You're a mom yourself and you still did all that stuff and spoke up for Diana instead of just keep it attacking like freaking, instead of taking up for Jax. Everything's about you. I don't have no sympathy for you, vile Kyle. Exactly, Toria. Exactly. Joe, what are you saying? That there was some hot sushi guys at the place and we didn't get to see? I would have loved a cashmere sweater event from freaking Sutton.
So I had to stop. That's when I had to stop watching the show. And I've never had to do that in 12 years.
Oh, she had to stop watching herself because she was acting like herself on the show. Really? You never saw yourself act like yourself before, Kyle? Blah, blah, blah. Whenever I hear her talk, it's like Charlie Brown's adults in Charlie Brown. Remember in Charlie Brown, whenever an adult would talk to Charlie Brown or to Snoopy or somebody, all you would hear was a womp, 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 womp. Yeah.
But it got that bad. The online bullying this year has been really, really crazy for everybody. And even with, you know, Jax and my daughter.
And even, you know, Jax and your daughter, see how she always has to tie it back to her? Because she's a selfish, narcissistic bitch, in my opinion.
So people also came for you a lot.
A lot of suspicion rumors are coming out about OC.
Ditto, Aaron.
What?
Your marriage is in trouble.
Oh, wait, hold on.
And look who's right here.
Look who's carrying my bag. He's my bitch.
I think that might say everything.
This is my job. This is my new job.
What did you make?
Is it me or does anybody else think that Heather's husband looks like a one of those marionette puppets?
When you see those come out, that there's trouble in paradise, there's a breakup coming.
Bryce, you know, success breeds contempt, and we did not get to this age and this level of success without having been stolen from, blackmailed, threatened, all those things, having disloyal people in our lives. We've also had unbelievable, amazing, fun, great times and amazing people in our lives. It's a balance. You have to not listen to those things.
But you know what? We do have life-changing things happening this season.
A lot of suspicion, a lot of...
And then these are just some pictures, some skills. The Splitsville comment.
Taking you're dying for my attention, and now you have it.
Yes, exactly.
Is that not enough for you? Honey, don't flatter yourself. No, I am dying for you.
Okay, I think that's it on my reel, you guys.
You know, there's a lot of rumors about you living it up with a lot of different people, including one person who's a couple feet over from us, Tom Schwartz. Are you a thing?
Are we a thing?
Can you set the record straight?
I don't know. I don't know. It's unknown.
Will we find out answers on the new season?
Yes, you will.
Will we hear about Nima Vand on the new season?
You might. You might hear about him.
Peter Madrigal.
You will definitely hear about Peter Madrigal.
Who's
Yeah.
Peter Madrigal?
You know, there's a lot of rumors about you living.
I don't know these people.
Jill spoiled Tamra's return to the Real Housewives of...
I got my... So that was it for the reel. Larger curves. Why does everything happen to these women and it's never nothing they've done? Exactly, girl. Exactly. It's that's how they get to be where they are in life, by taking zero accountability and pretending they own everything. You know. Shake up. Did you say shake up? I'm pretty good at shaking. Oh yeah. A little shake up. Yeah, let's get a little shake up, baby. But that was my freaking BravoCon recap. I'm so happy you guys got a chance to see all the things that I loved about BravoCon, from the clips that were available from people actually going to BravoCon. And I didn't use anything from Bravo specifically, so hopefully I won't get in too much trouble because of the copyright thing. I'm really trying to be careful on that. I didn't use any of their images or likenesses, I don't think. I hope that it's okay. I'm dropping the link for like 15 minutes and then I got to get back to work, you guys. So I dropped the link. I hope Prosperity comes up for a minute. Did you guys have any, what was your favorite part of the reel? Okay, I live for all the clapbacks. I love a good clapback. I live for Jen crashing the thing. She thought she was somebody and she still got held back at the velvet rope. That's hilarious to me. Oh, I didn't even get to include the fabulous Real Housewives of Dubai stuff that I had. Oh my gosh. Of course, Chanel Ayan and Lisa Milan were serving heaps of fashion and good times. And then here come Carolyn Brooks. I don't know why she just rubs me the wrong way. Oh, and then did you see that thing where Chanel Ayan said the least fashionable housewife on the stage with her at that moment was Phaedra Parks, and Phaedra Parks clapped back and said, she said, what did she say? Phaedra Parks clapped back and said that she should have saved her quinceañera dress for a different occasion. That's hilarious to me. Leave it to Phaedra, right? Leave it to Phaedra. Oh, Toria. Thank you, Toria. Your package is on the way. I promise. I promise. Yes, everybody like it. Everybody like this video. I love you, Toria. Thanks for coming through. Did you see favorite? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I have the clip, but I didn't include it and I didn't download it for us to be able to see. I'll probably post it separately later. I will post it separately later, for sure, for sure. Yes. Oh yeah, that's what she said. Phaedra first she said, "Well, I own most of my clothes," and then Chanel popped up and said, "Darling, I'm getting paid for wearing this, so I'm making money and looking fabulous." And then that's when Phaedra said something about, "Yeah, you could have told him to keep that quinceañera dress." It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I'll find it and I'll post it later. Oh look, Prosperity's here. Prosperity.
Hey, sis.
How are you, beautiful? Thanks for coming through.
Good, and you?
I'm excellente today. Excellente. You
My
know,
house gonna be cute like yours in a little while.
huh?
My house gonna be cute like yours in a little while with the backdrop
Oh,
and stuff.
you rock. You rock. That's for sure, for sure. Oh, look, there's a private chat. What did it say?
Me?
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you see all the clips from BravoCon?
No, no. You know I don't do all the shows, so I don't watch all the stuff. But I just did see Kenya and Candy going in on Martell.
Yes, yes. I played that almost first when they were
Why is he
saying
there?
yes. Oh my God, Miss Dugan's coming up too. Oh
Why is he
my gosh.
there? Hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
Thanks for coming through.
Why is he there, sis?
What did you think of that reel? Have you seen a lot of the other things that are circulating about BravoCon?
I have not, but that's why I am online now trying to catch up on everything that happened in BravoCon.
Oh my gosh, it was so exciting.
Next year we're going.
I want to go.
We're
I heard it
going.
was so whitewashed.
Yes.
You got to make it more black.
Yes,
Right,
we're going next year, sis. We're started. We're putting that out there now. We're going next year. We're
Yes,
going to
yes.
black it all up. We're going
Black
to
it
black out.
up, blackout, blackout. Well, that's they kind of set the price to if $2,000 tickets. I was
To
surprised
ease us
there's
out,
so
huh?
many people there. But
That's wild.
we're gonna have
Is
to
that
see
for the
about
whole weekend though?
no, $2,000 tickets was just for the base. For the people that got in parties and stuff like that, it was even more expensive.
Wow.
I just want to go to the shows, not the party.
I want to
I'm
go
not
to the
doing that.
panels. I want to go to the parties. I want to go everywhere. And by that time, my YouTube channel will be so big, they'll be like, "Oh, look, it's Larger Curves come through."
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I was about to
We're
say.
speaking.
Go ahead and
We're
get the tag.
speaking it. Me
My
and
word.
you.
Speak my word, right?
Go to-
Prosperity.
Yes, we're speaking it.
Yes.
That's why my name's Prosperity. That's why I put the prosperity in front, speaking
Yes.
it into existence.
Yes, it's all you guys. We got to speak it. We got to speak it. Another thing I loved was what else? What else? What else? Oh, just hearing like the back thoughts. So like hearing Garcelle say in front of all the other ladies, "You guys should have gave me more compassion. I didn't like when Kyle took up for Diana. In their face. Oh, when Lisa Rinna got booed. Ooh,
Yes, I knew you was gonna say that. I don't
when-
even watch that show, but the way y'all talk about her, I was happy she got booed, and I don't even know the.
She looked like she enjoyed it.
She did.
She went back and tried to work it in. She always tries to make a negative a positive. She was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, well, I've been in the business for 34 years and I don't think I've ever gotten booed. So that's great for me, isn't it?" No
And you
way.
look like you've been there for 34 years.
No way. I'm having a full-on panel about this. This is beautiful, you guys.
She looks like she's been in the business for 34 years. I call her the many faces of Lisa Rinna.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and the one wig, the many faces in the one wig.
Like, girl, can you please change that hairstyle? Like, that hairstyle went out in the 80s. Sis.
Oh my
Her
God.
and Giselle, one hit wonders, one trick ponies.
Natty, what did you think about all this? Have you been checking
Oh,
out?
Natty got a lot to say.
Yes, I have. My favorite part of the whole thing was when they booed Lara. I refused to mention her name and cheer for Kathy. That was my favorite. And I loved Candy's clapback.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I didn't like in her clapback was where she referenced her children.
Yeah, well, I felt like it was a valid point. It's like she was
No. Her children did not do anything.
They didn't do anything.
We got to be across the board when kids are off limits across the board.
She said you're being an example to your kids.
But kids are off limit across the board. We didn't like it when Wanda referenced Melody's kids in any shape, form, or fashion.
That's true. That's
We
true.
didn't like it when Tiffany
wasn't
talked about
necessary.
Monster.
That wasn't necessary, and it drove the point home, and it wasn't necessary. And you're right.
Yeah, because one thing about Giselle, I can't stand
She is a
Giselle, but one thing I
fantastic mother.
always give her, she love her kids. They might not
Now,
like her fashions, but she love her kids.
the clap back would have been fantastic if she'd have just, and especially from someone, even though you trying, you don't even have children.
Yeah, don't play with people's kids.
Yeah, that
Don't
part
play with the
I'm
kids.
totally on board with because
Because her kids are big enough to be on social media, all of them.
Yep.
Yes.
And they like Candace as well. Remember they wanted to
They
drove her car
love
and all
Candace.
that. So yeah, that was too far. I
When she put the
agree.
kids
Yeah, that
in.
was not necessary.
Other than that, I
She
love
was
clapbacks.
yes.
I don't care who. When anybody give a good read, I'm for them. And trust me, I do not dislike Candace. I don't like the way she talked to Chris, but I like Candace.
Yeah, I
But
love
that was
Candace.
unnecessary.
She's the reason I started my channel, Miss Natty.
Who, Candace?
Yes.
Yeah, because she got drugged across the table and she was upset about it.
I was very upset about it.
And then
I
Monica came at Candace a couple of times that season before the drag.
That's what I was saying.
They came at each other.
No,
it was verbally, but when she was pregnant, she
her.
threatened to drag Candace,
Yes.
even when she was pregnant.
Yeah, like
And Candace told her to do it. So she got what she asked for. She spoke it into existence.
She did.
She did that. Another part I love when they asked Garcelle about Dirty Diana.
Oh, I loved it. She
She
said,
said,
I'm
I
not
refuse to speak on that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about her. I'm not mentioning her. I loved
Yeah.
it. She said it more than once. She said it on the panel,
Yeah.
and then she said it in one-on-one interviews also. I was
Yeah.
here for it.
She does not deserve for her name to come out of my mouth.
Did y'all see? Did you show the piece of the family game that Candy said she won? Because I didn't see that. I wanted to see that.
No, I didn't.
Did you see it?
I didn't see that yet. I'm
I
still
didn't see it
scouring.
yet.
I'm still scouring for more clips.
Did you see it, Miss Dugan? Miss Dugan.
I think she's at work.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to put her in the conversation because I didn't want to feel like she wasn't included.
Yeah, she was at work and she put herself on mute.
Okay.
No way. Yeah, no, I'm still looking for more stuff to add. I have to find the.
And I liked when they interviewed Kathy. She said, I said what I said and I apologize. But what Laura said, I didn't do.
Right.
And she said, and this is real life. It's not a soap opera.
Right.
So she letting her know. Y'all think I'm this, but don't come for me.
She said her phone started ringing, so she got staticky, so she logged off.
Oh, okay. Thank you. If you can come back though, we're still gonna be here for 5 more minutes. Then I gotta go to work, you guys. Okay, look, I was looking for that.
And I can't stand Val Cow. She's sitting there. I liked it when Garcelle and Sudden reaffirmed it. She said, Garcelle's party, it was a fun night. Garcelle said, yes, it was, until it wasn't. And you see Sudden looked at Garcelle and say, until it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why the women, they don't do anything. Everything happens to them. That's why I can't get with these shows, because they don't do anything to make the things happen. It just happens to them. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Like none of it.
Well, they have that white pea. And last reunion, you remember Garcelle told Laura, and it was either Kathy or Kyle that told her that it was Kathy. That's why she came at Kathy. Kathy told Garcelle that Laura said that she did not want anything racial ever brought up on that show. In other words, I didn't want no black woman on this show to bring race into it. Remember she told her that at the last reunion?
Yeah, look, they said that.
It's not facing the screen.
I had to have it at an angle.
I saw the
You saw that's Lisa Rinna as a roach, you guys. It won't do
Oh,
it head on.
Huh?
There's a new meme going on making Lisa Rinna a roach. It says I just saw
I
the
saw
allergy.
the
It's
one.
official. Lisa Rinna is 100% roach.
Oh, go put that up.
Well, you saw
Let me see. I'm gonna send
you
it to you.
saw one of the when they were asking Andy questions, the lady walked up to him and say, "Can you find Laura now?"
Yes, and everybody applauded. Oh, Vessi Pooh is in
They,
the house. Thank you for being here, Vessi Pooh. We were just recapping the.
everybody
Go ahead, Miss Maddie.
everybody is getting everybody is getting tired of her.
Yes,
Hello,
very
Bessie
much
Pooh.
so.
Hey, Vessi Pooh, but you know what? I want them to bring her back one season, and I want them to bring either Cam or Camille on to team up with Kathy.
I would love
Because
that.
Cam was spilling beans
All
on
of it.
Harry.
On Gary, on everything. Joe's statement right here. Garcelle said someone told her that LR said that this is not that type of show. And you know who just allegedly came out the person was? Denise Richards. And Denise Richards actually supposedly, allegedly has a text of it and shared it with somebody else, so that's why the story's out that it was that it was Denise Richards
I
who
believe
said
it.
it. Yes.
I believe it was
Thanks for being
Kathy.
here, Vessi Pooh.
Because Kathy is good friends with Garcelle.
Yes.
That's why she came at Kathy.
I thought it was Kathy, but I couldn't see Kathy sharing that. I couldn't see Reno sharing that with Kathy because they weren't that close. But that's why I believe that she probably told Denise that. Oh, look, Sebastian is
Well,
in
see,
my
the
house.
first season, they were all
Hello.
about Kathy, and so people started liking Kathy.
Now we have a panel, y'all. Sebastian Shade Tree just got here. Sebastian, Natty, Sebastian Prosperity, Prosperity Sebastian, Natty
Hey,
Sebastian.
How you
Sebastian, I
doing? Is
see
he
you on
shady like
Terrell's
DT?
World all
Oh
the
my
time.
gosh, he's shady. He can be
Is
so
he shady
shady.
Oh,
like
he's
DT?
shady, huh?
He's shady, yes.
Like
Welcome
DT?
He's gonna say, "I'm tired."
Yes.
Are you tired, Sebastian?
I have energy today. I slept well.
You
I
did?
like your avatar.
I slept well today. Like last night, I slept well. It was the longest I think I've ever slept in a while. Like a
Oh,
good 12
nice.
hours.
Oh
You
my
needed it.
gosh.
You
Yeah,
needed it.
I needed
Ooh, I
it.
love a good sleep.
Child, I wish I could find a 12-hour sleep. I wish I could find a 10-hour sleep. Child, I've been looking
Me
for it.
too.
Really? You guys don't sleep well?
No,
Insomnia?
you know I don't sleep. Yep.
I know you hardly ever sleep,
But
Prosperity.
I think I want to move to the West Coast.
You're gonna move out here with
To
me?
move the time back, some Sebastian.
Yeah, because like I think I'll do better. I want to move some time back. I think I'll do better in like the West Coast, like Arizona, maybe. Not the
Yeah,
See,
coast.
people that don't sleep, we get each other.
that is hilarious.
Understood.
Oh man, no, I'm not hilarious that you don't sleep, but hilarious that you think moving to the West Coast will help.
We get each other.
Yeah,
At the
that's
the
a
time
whole another
zone.
3 more hours.
Yes, and we need it. We need it.
You
It's
guys,
sad you got to move in order to get good sleep.
Aaron D loves you, Sebastian. Aaron D loves you.
Thank you, Aaron D.
Yes. So what did you think of BravoCon?
Everybody loves Sebastian. He's the baby.
He is. We love Sebastian.
Listen, my thoughts on BravoCon is I like the fact that Chanel Ion was brave enough to go against Phaedra. I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna give her that. I don't care if Phaedra read her, but Chanel had the guts to.
To
And I'm
do it.
tired
Yeah.
of this notion
Exactly.
that people you cannot be given dresses for free and wear them. That is dumb. That is great advertising.
Exactly.
A lot of people. First of all, that's what fashion designers do almost all the time. That's one of their
And that's
biggest
money.
sales. Come on
And
now.
that's money saved as well. Like
For example, I
everybody
think
got to
Well,
spend all their money on clothes,
LR rent
Phaedra.
her clothes.
what's it called? What's her name? Our former first lady, Melania. I heard that her dress that she had at the inauguration, there's a rumor that's out there that she was just given that.
She was given that dress?
Yes, to wear.
Oh.
But it looked nice, though. I'm going to give that to her. It looked nice.
I believe it. Just how they stay rich, though. That's how the rich stay rich.
Do you think they really got money like
Curves,
that?
I gotta go. I gotta get ready for a Zoom meeting, but I just had to pop in up on you, darling.
I appreciate you. Thanks for coming through.
Thank Aunt Hattie. See you later. I'll be on later,
I'll
Auntie.
see y'all later tonight somewhere in these YouTube streets.
I'll be up later on. I'll be
Bye-bye.
on later on that.
For sure, for sure. Awesome. Look, I found it.
Yep, I have a channel, Miss Dugan. Prosperity Fit Girl 40. We up all night, every night.
I found it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take my background off. Let me do this. I remove
Larger
link.
Curves. What
Yes.
link did you drop that caused me to have the ability of being on the screen? Because Diva, when she drops the link, it's just audio.
Oh, she has her set up that if you're on camera, you go to her screen, and if you're not, you go to the backstage.
Oh, well,
and
maybe
I
you
just
need
have mine set up that anybody can come up. I don't even know.
Oh, you need. Oh, you need to teach her how to do that.
Yeah, like because I know that's the only reason I go on camera on hers is so that I can see my face when I'm talking. I don't like being in the back. But okay, wait, settings, virtual background. I'm gonna take it off. You guys excuse my messy bedroom. Bam. Okay. There.
We ain't all in your bedroom, child.
Okay, so here is the thing. It says Chanel Ion says Phaedra has the worst fashion, and Phaedra reads Chanel. Shall we carry on? Look, Andy loves it.
You know Andy love any shade.
He loves mess.
Mm-hmm. Him and Carlo.
But that's problematic what Phaedra said. That's very problematic.
She should have left that wig wherever she got it from. That's what she should have told her.
Look, everybody agreed though.
What'd he say?
Oh, he said this is the best fucking night of my life. Me screaming. But they're both beautiful women. I hope they
Erin got to go. She said, "Great live, Larga."
Oh, awesome, Erin. I appreciate you being here.
Good to see you again, Erin. Come over to the channel and subscribe, Erin.
You guys,
I'm almost monetized.
Check out Prosperity Thick Girl 40. She has her own channel in these YouTube streets. We're both going for 1,000. So go back and follow her if you haven't. Be sure you do. Sebastian doesn't have a channel yet, but you could see him in these YouTube streets for sure.
I don't think I'll ever.
I was just about to ask that.
I don't think I'll ever have a channel. The time management, the time. Work out.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about it.
Right.
Well, you can come over to my channel anytime, Sebastian, because you seem like you are life. The way they're talking about you.
Hilarious. Oh my God.
Come on over to my channel and we can shade them together because I love it.
I love shade.
She has tugging sessions over on her channel.
Yes, we tug. We don't pull. We don't drag. We just tug on you a lot.
Yes. Yes. You'll love it over there. You'll love it. You'll love it.
And thank you for subscribing, Miss Dugan.
Subscribe too.
Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron is the best. You guys wait.
Aaron. Yes, me and Aaron have been in this chat, just us two, many a nights.
Hello. I'm like, where are the people? Yes, where are the people? Where are the people? Anyway, you guys, I got to get back to work. Like I said, I appreciate you for coming into Larger Curves today. Thank you for being part of my curvy community, all my beautiful curvies. Sebastian, I'm going to see you later on Diva's channel.
Yes,
right?
Married to Medicine, because I need to defend my sis. I need to.
Yes, we're going to need to.
Who you defending?
Heavenly, of course.
Heavenly. We always defend Heavenly over there.
What she do this time?
Exactly. Nothing. What
she never does anything, but she's always getting the heat.
They always blame her.
Yeah. No, she does stuff, but I don't remember her doing nothing this time, though. I really don't. I can't. I watched the episode and I didn't see it. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, Diva has
probably because she won't make up with Contessa. Well, I don't think she has an issue with Contessa.
Contessa got an issue with her.
Exactly.
Yes.
Contessa is just redirecting the anger that she has for her husband on
Heaven. And her husband is still mad at the fact that she said all that she said, and she's trying to make it everybody else's fault. No, you cannot sit there and let people talk on your marriage, talk to your husband for you, and then once y'all back in a good space as y'all supposed to be, and then get mad at everybody that has something to say. You the one told them to say the stuff, girl. And if you didn't tell them all the stuff, they wouldn't have known. How you gonna tell somebody to tell your husband you want a separation and then get mad the next season talking about they was interfering in your marriage? Girl, bye. And you know I'm not no big Heavenly fan, but what we not gonna do is act like you didn't ask this lady all these things, and we not gonna act like you wasn't on her show talk about people just like she was.
Hello, or we can't not act like you didn't sit on the show with him and say you guys are in a volatile relationship and all the stuff you guys said about each other on the show. And
exactly.
Now you're repeating it. No, you have to find something else, girl. She has to find something else.
She need to be mad at the wigs. That's what she need to be mad at, the wigs.
Oh my God. I was just gonna go to her hair too.
She needs to talk about the wigs and that outfit that upside down ponytail. They cut the ponytail and then they flipped it upside down and stapled it to her hair. Like, girl, no.
They put this on there like that, and then they put that like that.
Yes, they cut it, and then after they cut it, they turned it upside down and put it back. I'm like, girl, no, be mad at your fashions and your hair. They don't like
Here
you.
it is. Okay, that's almost it. What is that?
That's exactly what it was. It was a daggone bejeweled picture frame. She got a bejeweled picture frame in her head.
I'm giving her worst dress for the reunion dress.
Yes.
Worst.
I already gave it to her.
And that's it. I like the color. And I like the shirt. I like the color in the shirt. And then everything else went to crap. I'm like, what are you doing? She always does too much or too little. She doesn't have any sense of style, and she doesn't even know how to walk in high heels. I'm sorry.
She doesn't know her body type. She doesn't know how to dress her body type. And these people need to stop getting these stylists and not listening to the stylists. They're your stylists for a reason. But y'all so used and stuck in y'all ways that y'all don't want to try nothing new. Why are y'all paying these people if you're just going to look a mess with them? No, look a mess without a stylist. You don't look a mess with the stylist.
Can I respond to Ms. Dogan to you, Ms. Dogan to you?
Yes.
About why does Chanel have such a bone to pick with Feifei?
Tell us.
Well, the issue is Feifei, I think she went on Dish Nation and said that she's glad that she went to Dubai because she's the one who got their ratings up. But then what happened was Chanel's fans, before Chanel clapped back, Chanel's fans took a picture of the ratings, and the episode that Phaedra went to was the lowest one of all the season.
Yeah.
And Chanel was saying how she did not help with her ratings at all. And that Phaedra was saying how Chanel's rude and things like that. And she was like, I only met you for 5 minutes. How the hell do you know anything about me? So Phaedra's the one who started this whole beef.
Right.
It was a whole Twitter thing. She did it. Yep. That's why she ain't on the other show, because she likes to stop.
She could have let it go. But she didn't. I think she also is holding on because Caroline is Phaedra's friend, and Caroline jumped ship to go with the other Caroline and Nina, and what's that other girl's name who had all that plastic surgery?
Sarah.
Sarah. Yes. Yes. So I think it's because she doesn't like Caroline either. So she's attacking Caroline's friend.
But okay, I'm gonna ask y'all one more question, and then I'm gonna let you go to work because I know you got to go to work.
Yes.
Are y'all ready for the ultimate girl trip season? This season, this one, I am so ready
for it. I can't wait. I heard that there's going to be altercations and whatnot. I heard Leah got kicked off the country because she did something and got kicked out the country, and she didn't even get to film.
Yep,
I can't
and
wait.
Candace and Portia going at it. Candace and Giselle going at it. But they say her and Portia get back somehow. I don't know. But I'm ready to see it.
Marisol, in the trailer, you see Marisol yelling at Alexia, and Alexia in Spanish said, "Oh my God, Candace is rubbing off on you. When do you yell?"
I know she didn't
yell. She said that. She said that in Spanish. She didn't say it in English because you know.
I haven't seen it. I gotta see it.
She didn't say that in English because if she did say it in English, you know, Candace was gonna go gunning at Alexia too.
That is hilarious. Yeah, she couldn't say
What
that.
is that on Bravo?
It's on Peacock.
It's already on?
Oh no, it hasn't been on. It's just
just that one.
But the trailer is on Peacock.
The trailer hasn't been released either. I don't think it has.
How you see?
People were posting it on Instagram because the people who at BravoCon had first access to see it.
Yeah, they put a.
Oh, okay. I gotta go check it out. I'm ready.
I'm gonna.
When do it start? When does the season start?
It's supposed to start later this year.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to start before the end of the year.
Okay.
Another thing is that's very concerning is I feel like what's her face? Candace, Portia, if this was back in the day, Portia would have clocked Candace for what Candace said in that trailer. Candace said, "I heard you took a married man. I heard you took a friend's married." Yes.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that, Sebastian. I heard about that.
If this was season 5, season 6, Portia. Oh,
but she did.
She
where's the lie?
Candace.
But where's the lie?
Portia is friends with Monique. We keep forgetting that Portia's friends with Monique.
Nope, I don't. You know, Monique and Portia got a page. She got a fan page on Instagram.
Portia does?
Portia and Monique. It's a Portia and Monique fan page on Instagram.
Oh, I haven't checked that out. Portia and Monique.
Mm-hmm. It's a / Monique Portia or Portia Monique.
One last thing. Monique's freaking.
Oh, Lord.
That was, I told you guys, it was all for publicity in the storyline.
I said it too. I said this smells like Carlos King's mess. I said it.
Well, it was her mess, though.
Carlos was with it, you know, and them people ain't doing nothing without Carlos. Carlos was with it. Ain't nobody gonna tell me differently. Carlos love mess. Carlos will use your marriage, your kids, your mama, your daddy, whoever he can for ratings.
Yeah.
So you know he had something to do with it too.
Yeah, Chanel is rude. Chanel Ayan can be very rude, but I love her. And
Chanel is not rude, okay? Chanel is not rude. We've gotten too sensitive.
Period.
She's not rude.
Well, I hope to see you guys over at the channel one day, Sebastian, because I feel like I will enjoy you. Can't wait to see you over there, Miss Dugan and Aaron.
Yes, and Vessie Pooh, and who else was Mims was in my house today. That was so sweet.
Well, that's my brother. He already over there.
Yeah. Who else was? Toria was in here. We know Toria.
Oh yeah, I remember Toria. I haven't seen her in a long time in the YouTube street.
Gabrielle Bahia, and who else? Cricket 22 was in the house. So that was nice. I appreciate it.
Yes, please smash those like buttons and those share buttons, because my sister has been doing this way too long, even though we know she like to take big breaks. But let's get her to her monetization, because she has been doing the thing for a very, very long time.
Yes, it's coming up on a year. So
yes, it is.
So that's too long, you guys. That's too long. Let's get me to 1,000 so we can do the next phase. Let's get to
we met on a RoHop. That's how we met, through RoHop.
Yes, we did. We were commiserating over there. So you guys be sure, smash the like button in the replay crew. If they let this replay, I hope none of this was Bravo content. If it was, this was our research and criticism and critique under the.
And just make sure you put it under 18, over 18, and most of the time they won't mess with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's all over 18. So yeah, guys, leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. Thank you for coming through. And I agree, Sebastian. It did look like a quinceañera dress, but that's a very specific culture. And she did not have to use that. She could have said that
a prom dress. Why couldn't she say prom dress?
Prom, bridal, bridesmaid.
That's problematic. That's very problematic.
Quinceañera is a part of a culture. And that is very, that's not cool. We wouldn't like it if we wouldn't like it if she said, oh, you like to eat watermelon in a statement or some shit like that. That was
but y'all know she's from the Carlos era, and that's messy, and that's where that's what she's from. You know, she don't care if you're talking good or bad, as long as you talk about Phaedra, she don't care.
Right, exactly.
Bye, Curves.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye, Sebastian.
Bye. Nice meeting you, Sebastian.
Okay.
Sebastian.